Hey community, and to the newbies, you can join the community with that subscribe button. I want to get some energies out here and see, for those who resonate on this timeline, what's going on, or some energies you should really be aware of for the second half of January and all of February. Okay, some general energies. And for those of you who resonate with this after that timeline, everything in divine timing. So take it as you will. Okay? I want to see where we're starting here. Immediately, I feel this energy of speaking up. So let's see. Divine guide me and guard me. What cards are we starting with here for the collective? Okay. Can we have some general energies? Let's make the tribe aware of what's going on. Month and a half. A lot of heart chakra energy here. The way that these came in, interestingly enough, it's an energy here of things being turned on their head. Very unexpected, very wide open, very expressive, very self-expressive. Invigorating. I'm also hearing like invigorating. A lot of you are going to be filled with a lot more energy. And it's more so this energy of, or what I feel is the divine is saying, use this energy also to be expressed through the body. It could be exercise, it could be dance, it could be yoga, it could be martial arts. I heard that specifically. It could be a number of things, but make sure that you're really using your body to express yourself, as well as to keep your mental, emotional, spiritual balance here. There's something here where it's really going to be beneficial to get the blood pumping, or actually keep the body in motion. Okay? It's a lot of movement, and I heard fast. So it's a lot of fast-paced movement, and I feel like if you get the vessel aligned with the energy that's going on in your life, it's going to be very beneficial. And a part of that, getting the vessel in alignment with the energy, is that movement energy, moving the body, moving the vessel. I heard fundamental as well. So getting the brain active, getting your emotions active with this heart chakra energy. Compassion, love, cultivation is what it says. Also the color green. Okay? For some of you, wearing green will heighten your sensitivity, specifically for this time frame. We have astral travel here. Some of you may be astral traveling, having very vivid dreams. Some of you may be doing what they call daydreaming, but please, for some of you, understand this daydreaming thing is not going to be daydreaming for you at all. This is visions. This is foresight. This is, I heard specifically like sneak peeks. We have information here, vital force, and dream time, soul travel. With introspection and self-inventory under the bottom of the deck, they brought me here after I said soul time, dream travel. And with that being accompanied with information, I feel a lot of things are being revealed to your soul on a soulful level, which a lot of people interpret as dream time. This is also dreams, meditation, again, visions, synchronistic pulls. Like some of you are going to be called to different videos, not just readers, but different videos, different sound frequencies, different places, different. I heard specifically some of you are going to begin to meditate outdoors or take walks, jog, parks with your kids, your family, different things like this. This is an energy of being socially interactive with not only people but your environments, not only your environments but nature, spirit, your heart here. This is an energy of becoming one, and a large part of this, guys, they're bringing me back here to incorporating your body in the movement that's going on around you. I feel like a lot of things are going to be expressed and conveyed here. And it's almost like you don't want it to go in one ear and out of the other. Take note. Take note of your dreams. Take note of the conversations you have. Take note of the videos and the quotes and the articles and documentaries for some of you. Different movies, different things like this. Pay attention to the way that your life is speaking to you and the way that your body is wanting to take action and what actions your body is wanting to take, right? Essentially, pay attention to the wisdom of the body. As the, I don't know about you guys, but one of the ways I've spoken with my team about my intuition working with me is on a physical level, meaning when something is resonating with me, when something is my truth, when something is something I need to look deeper into, right? When it's somebody I need to further evaluate, it's going to speak to me in a physical way where I feel it. You know, it's typically more sacral, more solar, right? This is the way that I've conveyed with my team. You know, some people get headaches. Some people get that gut feeling, right? Some people get the speeding up of the heart chakra, right? It's something here where they want me to show you guys. Some people get that speeding up in the heart chakra, but it's this energy here where pay attention because life is really, really speaking to you. And your soul is also wanting to be free and express itself on many different levels. You know, many different levels. Like your soul wants to be free. Like not just in regards to life, like comfortable, well established, things like that. But your soul actually wants to be free. Like it wants to actually, when you lay down to go to sleep or you go into your meditations, when you go into the realm of spirit, it wants to be free. You hear me? And a part of that freedom is you incorporating that in your waking experience. That's what real freedom is, when you have the ability to live through your soul experience, not just your physical experience, right? The energy of we're not just physical beings, we're spiritual beings having a physical experience. And your soul is absolutely screaming out right now, can I please be incorporated in your waking life? Not just intuition, not just signs and synchronicities, but pair with me, talk to me, listen to me when I guide you, when you feel me, when you hear me, when you see me. You feel me? This is so deep already. So deep. Also, some of you pay attention to the moon phases and cycles, even the minor stuff, you know. Not just the full moons and the new moons and things like that. But pay attention because you're always in direct communication with the moon phases. You know, the planetary aspect of life. You know, all is one, essentially. Remember, all is one. So how you are interacting and relating to different things within the vessel, know that the external experience is also doing the same. It's like a mirror. Okay, more, not like a mirror. More like a team, right? It's like you, the divine, the universe, the elementals, nature, family, soul tribe, on a physical level, soulmates, ancestors, archangels, angels, different things like that. Know that we're all one. And we don't, you know, we've talked about this before, and we talked about it recently in the cliffhanger. And we talked about how, in the reading a couple days ago, with that negative energy present, you guys, it's this energy of remember. You don't fear negative beings. We're not saying to communicate and work with them. We're saying tell them what the fuck to do. You see what I'm saying? If you're having encounters or experience with lower vibrations, understand that it's all a part of experience. It's just like a bitch would try you if you was somewhere new. You know what I mean? You can't let these spirits try you. You know what I mean? I feel like this energy of, like, they want me to explain it like the first day of school. How, have you ever, okay, I'm going to give you an example from me personally, right? I remember being new at the school and being embraced, right? And then I remember someone else starting at the school, and it was midway through the year, and people was just mean for no reason. I'm like, no, fuck that. That's not how I roll. And if I'm gonna be rocking with y'all gonna rock the way I rock, period. You know what I mean? I wasn't finna back that kind of shit. That's just played, right? It's like that. It's like, some of you are gonna be welcomed in. Some of you are gonna have to stand up for people. And when it comes to that lower vibrational energy, you're gonna have to remove fear or operate out of fearless in order to get to the bottom, right? It's this energy of being fearless. Like, what the fuck are you? Why are you here? I use my power to remove you as well as the power of my team, right? It's this energy of you cannot just call on your team to fight these spiritual battles, but you have to be a part of the battle yourself. You have to command and convey what's accepted and what's not accepted. If you have to stand in the face of darkness and say you will no longer loom, I heard specifically in my experience, you will no longer, Nyla, tell me if you're serious, yo. Every time I'm doing a reading on something deep, here you come on some stupid shit. Oh my fucking God. Literally. Every time. Every time. And I know it means something. I'm not fully to the bottom of it. But if you guys really pay attention, you'll notice when she comes into the video. You'll notice. It's almost this energy of like, and like what she just did is interesting because I feel this energy of getting to the nitty gritty. Well, shit, that's what we were just talking about, right? Why the fuck are you here? Who are you? Get the fuck on. You know what I mean? Power, authority. Sometimes you just gotta, when life throw you lemons, you gotta, squirt it in somebody else's face. Let me not say that. See, that's what'll happen when you get annoyed. Sometimes when life give you lemons, you just gotta, clean some shit up with it. Like we said before, lemons are a beautiful cleaning aid. You know what I mean? And then once all the filth is clean, you give it to the divine. Because, if you put something dirty with something clean, it's all going to be dirty. You can't put mud in water. Let me get my mind back on track because that kind of pissed me off. What I'm saying is, it can't occupy the same space. If you walking upright, you can't have something walking on all fours, just rocking with you. Like they say, birds of a feather kind of energy. You're going to have to take control and really boot this energy out of your experience, irregardless of fear. Because, that's all it is. If there's something negative playing out in your experience, then it's the spirit of fear, right? Or a lower vibrational spirit having control over your experience in whatever form or fashion. And please don't get it wrong. Fear can be things that aren't healed. It can be that energy of something from your past or a past life haunting you, right? It could also be, for some of you, it literally doesn't have to be a lower vibrational spirit. So don't be scared. I never say anything to make you scared. It doesn't have to be an entity. It could even be an ancestor that has an attachment to you. Some people don't realize you can form like a covenant with a family member in a previous life and say forever, right? You got to be careful when you say me and you forever. That's a binding statement. Forever means after the vessel drops, right? Clear yourself of all these karmic contracts. I try to say verbal contracts, but it doesn't matter because they want it in generalized. These karmic contracts. Family member, you know what I mean? Ancestor, any being of any kind. You gotta kind of clean your field here is what it really, really feels like. We're getting deep because I feel like we're so... Over here in this community, we've done so much motherfucking work. And that's not to discredit anybody, but what I'm saying is we've done so much work. We're really getting to the nitty gritty. And at the end of the day, now we really have to clear some past life shit. Attachments. It's never about me, y'all, but y'all know I give y'all examples about me because they're telling me to be more honest with y'all about my experience. Y'all gotta understand that some of the best readers, really the best readers, let's just be real. The best readers are the ones who've been through shit. You hear me? And that's real enough to tell you the real. Most teachers can't teach shit they ain't learned. You feel me? And they're bringing me to a point when it comes to this reading stuff. We're going to get back to the reading, but readers like myself, we convey things we haven't learned. That's what channeling is. That means we receiving information same time as y'all. We still got to process it in a way where it makes sense for the consumer. It's things happening simultaneously within the internal that y'all don't understand. As they're feeding information to me, I have to process it as I'm speaking it in a way where you can understand. Because again, my consciousness isn't the same as your consciousness. And although they know exactly the way to give it to those who understand, I still have to give it to those who are in the bracket, right? People who are up here in the bracket are going to immediately understand what I'm saying. People that's down here in the bracket, they're going to have to kind of get clued in, right? They've been reminding me that I can't just focus so much on the tribe. And y'all know I love y'all. We family. But in expansion, you have to be willing to broaden, right? Broaden the perspective here. So this is able to be consumed and digest and stick to the bones, right? Stick to the spirit. If they want me to tell y'all that story again, they'll tell me. Or they can bring that back up again. You are safe. You know what to do. You are safe. You know what to do. I feel a little bit of that being confirmation that I don't even need to go back into the story because no matter what, your past, your present, your future, external people, your lower self, all that shit doesn't matter because it becomes transcendent anyways once we step into love, once we step into fearless. It's almost this energy of reading the back of the book, the summary, is not necessary if you're going to read the whole book. You feel me? Like, that's the way they're making it seem. Or it's like the trying to figure out what the cover is, or the notes doesn't matter if you're still writing the fucking book. It's almost this energy of stop trying to finalize something that's not done anyway. Just know that you're protected in the process. You know, it's an energy of nothing is final. This experience and nothing in this experience is final until you drop the vessel. That's including the exes, the passed on loved ones, everything you've experienced in your experience. As we've said before, everything exists. Everything that was, is, and will be is all still existing, you know. It's just different levels to this shit. It's different realms. It's different everything. Everything is a possibility. Remember, we're no longer trying to figure out possible. What's possible? Who's possible? Am I possible? Oh, I'm possible, because it's not impossible. It's I'm possible. We're dwelling in an energy of possible, period. Right? So when we're living in an energy of possible, just possible, no longer conforming to even the structure of ourself in a way, right? Because we're constantly changing. So we're constantly willing to change the structures of ourselves. It's this energy here where, because we're operating in an energy of possible, we became an even not only stronger, unstoppable force, right? Vital force, it says specifically. Not only did we become more of an unstoppable force, but we became more of our own force within itself. I hope you guys understand this. Like, we're a force to be reckoned with. We've become a force within ourselves. Movement, right? All that movement energy I felt. We are a force. Period. I'm hearing that Neo song when he's like, I'm a movement by myself, but I'm a force when we're together. It's this energy of I'm a movement by myself, unawakened, but I'm a force when I'm wakened, right? I'm a force when I'm paired with my divine team. I'm a movement by myself, right? As we came into it, movement. But I'm a force when I'm paired with the divine. We remembered how the energy coming from this card was talking about that vital force, your soul itself dying to become a part of your waking experience. It's that same energy. Your movement by yourself, but when paired with your soul being a waking part of your experience, you're a force, a vital force, a fountain of information here, right? A fountain of possible. What is dreams? Anything is possible in dream, right? When you pair that, we talked about before in how when things are in your dreams, when things are in your synchronicities, it's in your visions, right? It's already in your reality, right? It's already existing. Everything already exists simultaneously. It's already in your experience. It's just the physical display of that you're beginning to see or desiring to see or are about to see. You feel what I'm saying? We have sensitivity with you know what to do again. You're fully aware. You're tapped in here. Sensitivity. You're fucking tapped in, yo. And you know what to do. But it's almost like this force. Again, the force to be reckoned with is awakened. Once your soul is awakened in your awakened life. Oh my God. It's this energy of not only eyes wide open, but all three eyes wide open. They kept channeling to me extra sensory. Like in the meditations, you guys know, just because I don't upload don't mean I'm not in the collective. Trust me, I stay current on what's going on with my tribe. This is a part of the reason why I don't upload every day. We don't tarot hawk over here, right? We will become more regular in these readings, but what I'm telling y'all is we're going through a lot of information upgrades. It's not just me, y'all. We're a family. We're experiencing this shit together on different levels. This is a part of why time frames don't fucking matter. If you're drawn to it, it's either warning you of what's about to happen, it's telling you what is happening, or it's telling you what has happened, right? This is why you gotta know thyself. Sensitive. You know what to do. Know where you stand. For some of you, this is telling you what's going on. Some of you are telling you what's about to happen. Some of you it's telling you, it's giving you that validation of what has happened, right? And as I often like to tell you guys, we don't look to read tarot for information so much. We look to it for confirmation, right? Validate what I already know for myself. Don't tell me something new. The best chance you got with learning something new from readers is readers, and I don't really want to say like myself, but they really trying to pump my head up like, lady, you taking messages from us. Stop trying to sell yourself short just because it's coming through you. You matter just as much as the messages we're bringing through you. No, do you take the credit? No. You know, I'm very humble in that way. I do not take the credit for none of this shit. I understand that I had to do, right, movement. I had to be willing to convey what seems like self-expression. It's higher knowledge from the divine. I just had to be willing to do my part. I had to be willing to be the telephone. I had to be willing to be the ventriloquist, right? But it's not about me, and it's not about these cards. It's not even about you. It's about the message. It's about what the energy is telling you is possible. Everything is possible if you believe it's possible. You got people that are hear an amazing ass reading for themselves and say, oh, that's not for me. But then they'll go watch a bullshit ass reading and swear to God, that's for me. Yeah. Stupid. Are you stupid? They just gave you two possibilities and you chose the shit. They just gave you fucking flowers and you chose the shit. 27:27 on the clock. This is why you're mindful, right? What's more important in a reading is what's fucking possible. So if you're going to choose what's possible, choose the best option for yourself. This is why you have readers. This is why you have light workers that bring you messages. Because they want to tell you what's possible. And then it's that energy of, we'll give you the rope, but we'll also give you enough rope to hang your fucking self if that's what you want to do. Do you want to use this rope to climb the fucking mountain, or do you want to use this rope to fucking hang yourself because, oh, it's too hard. My arms are tired, my legs are weak, and my spirit is fucking jello, okay? It's like, okay, well, the divine doesn't show up to pity parties because the divine doesn't match that vibration. So if you're throwing out pity parties, like I tell you, be mindful of how you feel when you're praying. Be mindful of how you feel when you go to the divine. Because if you still fucking throwing pity parties in the energy and the essence of the divine, the source, then there's something wrong. Like I told y'all, there's many gods out here, but you gotta go to source. You know what I mean? If you're not walking away feeling like your cup is refilled, then you're not going to the right things here. Pay attention. Mindful. Aware. We have breathe here. Prana. Prana is what? Vital life force energy. Vital force. Breathe, guys. Breathe. You guys gotta understand, like I tell y'all, the wind within itself is its own messenger. Air signs. Y'all will click on a video that say air signs, but you won't listen to the wind when it talk to you. And I'm not saying specifically just for air signs, you know what I mean? But y'all see what I'm saying. Each element within itself talk to you. Fire a dance for you. You feel me? Fire will dance for you when you want some real shit. Or I oftentimes suggest, look at that, starting to dance now. I oftentimes suggest when you first getting into meditation and you don't know how to calm your mind to do an open eye meditation and look at the fire. Allow yourself to look at the fire. It's an element that will carry you away. It's not just self-control, it's partnering, right? Fire is what? Also, when I read in the tarot, fire is what? The energy of your vibration, your soul, your energy, right? Pay attention to the elements. You want money, but you're not touching trees. You're not hugging nothing that's associated with the earth. You're trying to create a pinnacle. That's earth, right? That's an earth sign, right? But you're not incorporating earth. You're trying to balance your emotions, but you're not touching water. You're not taking spiritual baths. You're not going swimming. You're not going in the rain. You know what I mean? Nobody splashes in puddles and runs in the rain anymore. 3:33 was just on the clock, but that's something that your inner child loves to fucking do. You feel what I'm saying? Even if it's not that specifically, do things that your younger self loves to do. You see what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. Crystal clear intentions here. Comfort behind that, and I also seen brilliant ideas. There's a lot looked at with outdoors right behind that. I was literally about to say it's a lot that the different elements in outdoors can bring you. But you have to be willing to do your part, which is what? Go mingle. It's not all about the physical people in this experience. And you guys, one of the things, look at that, gifts from God. One of the things, I mean, that's just so fucking fitting. One of the things we don't often understand is just how blessed we are. 31:31 on the clock. The divine has given us natural ways to detox the body. Let's get scientific on y'all ass. It's been scientifically proven that if you in a fucked up mood, you go stand in the grass barefoot, you gonna be happy. The body ain't shit. It's essentially like a robot that's malfunctioning when your vibe ain't right, right? Fix the fuck up, you fix the robot. The soul, you gotta go to spirit for shit like that. The robot is worldly. So you wanna fix the vessel, fix the vessel. I feel this energy here where the divine has given us natural ways to transmute fuck ups. You know, everything starts in spirit first. You take your ass in the spiritual space. What is the spiritual space? Honestly, guys, the easiest way they're giving me this is imagine your altar. Imagine your sacred space. Right? That's the exact same thing that nature is within itself. Your altar, your sacred space is where you go to heal, to commune, right? To purge. That's the same thing nature is. You go out into nature, it's going to do the same shit for you. It's been a heavy influence on outdoors, and I wouldn't doubt it. I mean, we keep talking about pay attention to the moon energy. Look at that. As we have grounding, shielding, and void with lucid dream and awareness opportunities. I'm telling you guys, for some of you, stop fucking paying people to tell you what you already know, or stop paying people to heal you and shit like that. Stop paying to readers and shit to do all this shit when you could just go to the divine. The divine is found in every living thing. Every single living thing. Go talk to a tree. Stop telling people your business when you can tell a plant that ain't gonna tell nobody, and it's gonna help heal you. Listen, this for somebody. I love y'all. I love y'all. Prioritizing the deck not wanting to close up. Some of you guys, you have to. Compassion again. You have to love yourself. You gotta love yourself more than enough. And I'm not saying, look at this, with prioritizing, you are safe again. What I feel from this is not this energy of, oh, I hate myself. I feel this energy of, some of you guys are so caught up in your life, you don't feel like you have time to do the things that are so important to the body and the spirit, you know, the soul, to your divine team and your ancestors. But it's when it comes to prioritizing and you are safe, when you make time for the divine, you're not going to lose your job. You're not going to be tired. You're not going to be losing people that don't fucking serve you. Keyword, don't serve you. Everything that's for you is going to be in your life because you're making time. It's this energy of don't be that person who only calls the divine when you need something. You know what I mean? They take note of that shit. Don't be the person that only goes out into nature when you're feeling depressed. Don't be that person that only gives offerings when you want something. You know what I mean? Don't be that person that's got an ulterior motive, essentially. Treat the divine as you would treat your children. Treat the divine as you would treat yourself because again, you are one. Everything is one. How you're treating the divine energy in your life, family, friends, plants, animals, everything, the divine energy in your life, your ancestors, your team, is exactly the way you're treating yourself. Because all that energy is being returned. It's a constant flow. It's the same energy as treat others as you want to be treated. Pay attention to the seeds that you're sowing on a continual basis because they're all going to fucking grow and mirror back to you. They're all growing essentially like the roots. You guys, I painted this in my earlier journey. You guys, I'm not that good with art. But it means something to me. You know what I mean? Pay attention. This whole thing is about the interconnectedness of spirituality. And when I created, I didn't even get the full depths of it. The roots, we have physical roots as well as veins. We have these little divine sparks of magic within the roots, coming from the roots, the foundation. These whimsical and spirally things like that is the essence of spirit within the self, within the roots, the vessels, the foundation of self. It's the magic of the inner child. You hear me? The tree trunk is what people can see. It's plain, but it's so unique in the inside. You can count the wisdom and the depths of it within the inside. You know what I mean? But it has its uniqueness. Just as each tree, you would look at the bark and it would be different, or it would be different. But surfacely, it looks the same. If you were to look at it up close, you would see how it's not, right? Just like the branches, although they look bare, they have life. They have leaves. They have so many stems and branches and vines. It's so much. There's so many flowers that are beautiful and glittery and birds and fucking, what do you call these? Two butterflies. You know what I mean? It's so symbolic, but I wasn't fully conscious of the meaning. And now it's here as one of my triggers. My camera knocked down and you've seen my room is full of triggers. When I'm talking to the divine, they can either tell me what it is in my mind or pull my mind to words. You know what I mean? Chakra meanings, imbalanced chakras. You know what I mean? Specific words, tarots, things like that. When I look at my environment is a reflection of myself. You feel what I'm saying? I don't know, we're going in, y'all. My environment is something here, prioritizing, knowing you're safe. And look at that. I didn't even know that prosperity was behind that with passion. You guys, I'm hearing like a flowing river. You are absolutely divinely guided and divinely safe, but you have to also utilize the many gifts that you've been given. Stop trying to fight this battle on your own. Stop trying to clear yourself on your own. Stop trying to go to other people to clear yourself. And simply go to the divine. And that's including the divine that lives in the fucking outdoors. That lives in the energy. In the things you have in your house. The energy in your own personal cards. The energy in your incense. The energy in your stones. The energy. Y'all see what I'm saying? Let your life aid you. Let your life work with you. For you. Not against you or towards you. Okay? I think we're going to leave it there, y'all. I love y'all. Let's get one card of surrender, okay? And let's see what's the main thing that needs to be surrendered here for my collective. Thank you. It's in reverse. For some of you, it's in reverse because it's like, and I never fucking take reversals on this. I don't think I've ever really even had reversals come out on this. But you have surrender to trust. And for some of you, it's in reverse because it's like, again, that energy of fucking screaming trust. And you know, trust is about what has been made evident already, what you can already see about something. And the divine is saying, we've been talking about this already. You see the ways that the divine has given you the reason to trust. And yet you're still kind of like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I done trusted before and fucked up shit happened. But ask yourself, how much was you trusting? Because it's not just about trust, it's about how much. We didn't say faith, we said trust. Faith can be the size of a mustard seed, but trust is more about the physical space. We know that the physical space naturally resonates on a lower vibration, so how much are you really trusting? Is your trust in a higher vibrational level? Or are you trusting but still believing the whole I'm possible, right? That whole this gotta come help me, that gotta come help me. How much are you really trusting? Are you trusting that you're not doing this by yourself, but it's from the unseen that you gather the most amount of faith and trust? Surrender to believing that you trust enough. What's enough? Surrender outdated beliefs about yourself and surrender to success. We're leaving it there, guys. Surrender who you were. Surrender the way you used to do things. Look at this. Let the divine truly assist you. Not just praying, not just the physical assistance in life, external to people, is the things that have life. And don't even fuck with people. You know what I mean? Like, it's the things that have life and just the non-judgment, right? Yeah, I hope y'all get what I'm saying. I really hope y'all get what I'm saying. Surrender the habit of people pleasing. Something here also about this trust and surrender outdated beliefs of yourself. Surrender to success. Nature, it's all about nature, guys. See that? It's almost like a mirror. A portal even. Wow, I've never seen this as a portal. That's like a fucking portal. It's like a divine portal in nature waiting for you to come through it. You don't physically see when you switch dimensions. Do you? We've talked about before how your psychic abilities are so enhanced that you may very well see how... I'm almost getting that, what is that? It's something like a Wonderland even. What is that where they walk through and it was a whole different fucking reality? For some of you, it's this energy of your life may look the same, but you're in a whole different dimension of it. Like a parallel type experience shit. Like you're standing next to somebody, but you're vibrationally in two different fucking dimensions. Like vibration so fucking high, 4242 was just on the clock. That's 6 with lover's energy. And you know on the lovers, they can actually, the divine feminine energy can actually see the angels that's in the sky. Listen, this is some real shit. Some of you guys are going to physically, it's almost this energy of like, we talked about how you about to be able to see into the spiritual world. You're about to cross dimensions right now. And you're going to be still in this like parallel type shit where you're like, for example, you could be standing next to, say you standing next to your brother and you're like, bro, do you see that shit over there? And they like, no. Whole time it's because you're in a different dimension. You're in a vibrational alignment to be in a different dimension where that being is visible to your third eye. Not your physical eyes, but your third eye. When it's this energy of third eye opening and it being a reality shift. We had total paradigm shift before in a different reading. Along with total shock. No, sometimes shock and paradigm shift, total shock. Something else. Oh my God. Surrender your fear of intimacy. Surrender your fear of getting intimately close with spirit. like one, literally one with spirit. I am like shitting right now, guys. I cannot pass away loved ones. I cannot. Some of you guys get obsidian. Get the obsidian stone, okay? And also get a heart chakra stone, or stones that aid in self expression. This is about protection, grounding. For some of you, you're about to fill a void within yourself, and I really feel this energy of that void in yourself is really just the introduction. Oh, 44 on the clock. Oh my God. It's just an introduction of your more authentic self, your soul. Oh my God, tribe. I love y'all to my fullest capacity at this time. I love y'all. Have a great one. Thank y'all for the support. Support each other.